All right, I want to make the demo of mapping. I know this is coming a bit late. I apologize for that, but just a quick demo of how we can start thinking about mapping this space in case you need it. So let's say that I want to fill this yellow square right here with my water content. All I need to do is I need to come down here, put my water underneath, and we're doing the exact same thing that we've done this whole time. We want to make sure that we have our track mats open. So this button down here, tiny little button. And I have updated to Adobe After Effects 2023, and you're going to see that this is different than normal. But same idea as what we've been doing. We apply the alpha mat. You can see now, this is interesting. I have the option to select which layer I want to be my alpha mat. It no longer has to be exactly the one above with the update, but we're just going to do it as usual. So yellow solid 1 is directly above. And I believe this is the option to turn between Luma or alpha. And this is the inversion, right? So totally new with the update. Not sure what I think about it, but I've applied my video to this space. And this may not be the best video to show this example with, but if we did want to, for example, make an animation, we can always apply movement to our underlayer as well. So I could have it roll over. This is kind of more of an ambient video and you can't really see the movement very well, but it is moving, we can see. One moment. All right, so if we wanted to make each square different, what we would do, of course, is get a different video for each square and bring it into the space. Let's put this under magenta. There we go. Magenta. So I would need to get a selection of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 videos, it looks like. And I could have each different cubes be different. Something that I think will be helpful is making sure that you change the composition settings and the timeline. So this is right now, it's only 6 seconds, but maybe we want to work in 20 seconds, which is the minimum for the assignment. And now we could always drag this out to the full amount. All right, so I'm going to make a main composition and I'm going to call this final comp. And this is where I'm going to bring in this, like the other compositions that I kind of make depending upon the pre-compositions that I want to include. So like, for example, comp 1, maybe maybe I want to have the pink, the blue, the yellow, the green all be like they're all be clouds, and the video span underneath all of them. I'm going to delete the videos, turn these layers back on, and let's select those. So blue, purple, pink, yellow. Let's have this selection be its own. So I'm going to pre-compose. I'll call this bottom slash right cubes. And now the interesting thing is, I have this here available for me, this composition. And if I wanted to just bring in, so I'm turning off my comp 1. If I just wanted to bring in the bottom right, I could have that here and that would be available. And I'm not even thinking about the other cubes right now, right? So if I have my clouds under here and I apply it, right now, the only cubes that are illuminated are these. The other cubes over here are remaining in black, and they're just not going to be illuminated. But then say maybe I want to have them come in. I could like put my comp one underneath, and if we go back to comp one, we can think about like what it is. I probably should have made a version of my comp that doesn't have any pre-compositions in it beforehand. So this is a little confusing. I'm sorry I didn't do this in the best way, but so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go into my bottom right cubes, copy Command C, go back to my comp one and paste Command V. So now I have all my cubes in one space again, and I can delete this bottom right cubes from this composition if I want. And I still have bottom right cubes up here, right? So in my final comp, like I still have this cube set available. And again, I could put my comp one cubes underneath if I wanted to. I could have the water be underneath my comp one. And then if I maybe want to like have them change at this point, so I'm going to hold down Option and then the right bracket, and that will move that. Or if that doesn't work, I can slide this until this is available, move that, move it back, just so that I'm able to grab that end. Or I can always come up here to my composition settings, change this to 30, zoom out. I basically just need to be able to grab the end and bring it right here. Same here. And same here. Cool, okay. I will zoom in so that they're all stopping at the same point. Now I'm going to duplicate these again, duplicate my bottom right cubes. And I duplicated it when it was already in alpha. So like, I need to come back over here to turn it back on if I want to see it. I'm going to slide it forward so that it's coming directly after my other comps. But I need to put footage underneath. So I'll take, this time I'm gonna reverse it. So what was it? The cube, the water, the clouds were over there, I'm sorry. Clouds were over there first, and now I'm gonna have water over there. And come over here, select my track mat, and we'll say bottom right cubes. And let's come down here to these cubes, to my comp one, and I'll put the clouds underneath. And maybe I want to start the clouds further in, so I can drag that beginning back. And it's not bottom right cubes, it's, what am I? It's comp one. So clouds, I come here to comp one. Theo is going crazy. I don't know if you can hear him. I want to zoom in, make sure that this is lined up properly. It wasn't because I was getting that gap. And if I want to actually be able to see more of the clouds, I can just slide them over. I'm going to turn off the audio. Hey, Theo, stop. Give me a second. Okay, so I have a little bit of movement of video between the spaces. Now I'm envisioning maybe adding some animation just because I think that could be cool. I'm going to take my comp one, and remember my comp one, there's actually no video in it. It's just all of my map. So if I bring my comp one back into my final comp again, and it's on top of my video, I'm covering up my video, right? But say I make a shape layer. So I'm going to make a shape layer underneath my comp one. So layer, new, shape layer. And I'm going to turn off my comp one for now. And I'm just going to make a small ellipse on my shape layer and change it to yellow. And now I'm going to turn my comp back on. So it's still covering everything up, right? But what do I need to do? I need to come over to my track mat and set the mat to comp one. And then it reveals anything that's underneath. And the only thing that was underneath was my circle. So now I could drag this circle literally however I want, but once it goes outside of the boxes, it no longer shows up, so it won't be part of the map. All right, so I'm going to move my anchor point of my circle right on top of it. I did that with that tool. And I'm going to hit V to go back to my select tool. And now if I want to, oh, actually so I moved the anchor point of the actual circle. I didn't move the anchor point of the layer. So I'm going to do that again, move the actual anchor point of the layer to right there. And now if I go back to V, I can drag my circle around. If I open up my contents, I'm sorry, my transformations, I have position, or I can just hit P on the keyboard. I'll start here, and I want it to end over here. And I have these handles that I can drag out. So thinking about maybe like, I don't know, it's the sun, and it's the passage of the day. So if you're confused, just kind of start with your comp, take it into another composition. So again, like final, just bring in your comp, bring it down here, put some video underneath, and that's going to be the entire composition, the entire map. I'm sorry, it's going to be the entire map. But you can start duplicating this comp one and start breaking up your composition in different ways. So and that will be one way to approach it. That's not how you have to approach the assignment, but I would say like another thing that you could do is applying a unique video to every single layer. And that could be interesting as well. So I hope this helps. I have to go make sure that Theo is not eating stuff. So thanks.